And we have Thursday the 10th. We're back to lower body. We have only one part, 5, 6, or 7 rounds. That is your choice. We have curtsy lunges per, fire hydrants per, jump squats, and single leg deadlifts. So curtsy lunge, you're gonna stick with the same side, and then you're gonna switch sides. Our fire hydrants per leg, and then you're gonna switch sides. Jump squats. Okay, and single leg deadlift. It doesn't say per because I already said single leg, but you're doing both sides, okay? So your single leg deadlift, and if you have to hold on to something with this side, you can. Okay, curtsy lunges. So this one you can add weight if you would like, but you don't have to. This is a variation of a lunge. So you're going to start by taking one leg and crossing it diagonal behind the other, okay? Diagonal behind. So I'm up on my toe on my back leg. This foot is still pointed straight. The whole foot is on the ground. This back foot, I'm up on my toe, and I'm gonna sink down about 90-90, and then I'm gonna return. Cross diagonal back, sink down, return, okay? So it looks like a curtsy, which is why it's called a curtsy lunge, okay? So you're gonna do all that same leg, and then you're gonna switch sides. And if you want to hold weight, you're either gonna hold one dumbbell here in front of your chest, or you can hold 2, 1 by each side. Fire hydrants. You're gonna be kneeling, and all you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be lifting your leg in the exact position that it is. So you're gonna rotate at the hip to open your leg up and out. Up and out, okay? So it's staying, notice it's staying bent. I'm not changing the shape of my leg. I'm just rotating at the hip to lift it. 1, lift, 2, lift, 3. So when you do fire hydrants, you should feel it on your outer hip and your butt area, okay? And then of course you're gonna switch sides. That is also when you could add a resistance band to if you wanna make it harder. I've also actually seen people, I don't know if it works for the fire hydrant. I've seen people do it for the donkey kick. You can actually stick a dumbbell, like this is a 5-pound, in the crease of your knee. Yeah, it does work. And then you're just making your leg a little bit heavier. Same thing with your donkey kick. That one's a little scary to me because I feel like I felt it shift. But yeah, you could do that too. Jump squat. So obviously if you can't jump, you're gonna have to pick something different, but your jump squat is sink down and bring your arms back, sink down, bring your arms back, and then you're gonna jump and lift your arms up. So sink down, jump up, 1, sink down, jump up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, okay? So you want to really jump. You want to really try. So if you need more break between the jumps, take as much time as you need. If you get to a point where you can no longer jump, just hit a regular squat. If you can't jump at all and you don't want a regular squat and you don't want to add just a weight to a regular squat, refer back to that resource video where I show you all the different leg things that you can do with barely any bending or no bending at all and substitute something totally different in that spot, okay? And then last, we have our single leg deadlifts. So I'll bring my chair over. Like I said, you can hold on if you don't have good balance, or sometimes it's just certain days like nothing goes right. So if that's happening, you can absolutely hold on to something. Your single leg deadlift is what we did before our straight leg deadlift, where your butt went to the wall, you felt that pull and you stood up, except you're doing it on one leg, okay? So it's gonna look very similar, except because you're only using one leg, the other leg that you're not standing on is gonna end up coming up and back. So the same way that when you hinge and it makes your back fold, it's gonna make your leg come up. That's just what the motion is going to do, okay? So we're not forcing it, we're not kicking it up. It's just that when you hinge and your hips push backward like that, your back is gonna fold, which in turn is gonna make your leg raise because you're now not standing on that leg, okay? So it's gonna look like this from the front. 1, 2, from the side. It's gonna look like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when I'm down, my leg is pretty much straight, okay? My knee is bent, but I'm not squatting down, okay? It's okay to have your knee bend and to be doing a hinge. But the arm that's holding the weight, I am not going to reach down. Look how rounded my shoulders are because I'm trying to reach, okay? So the way to get lower is to bend your leg, not to reach. So I'm gonna bend my leg. I'm just gonna fall forward. So again, my weight actually ends up hitting my mid shin, which is exactly where it hits when I do a regular straight leg deadlift, okay? So these ones, you don't need a lot of weight to do them at all because you're gonna feel the pulling in your hamstrings even if you did it with 0 weight. And a lot of people have balance issues, so you don't wanna make it too complicated. So you don't need a heavy weight. If you are good at it, go ahead and try and get stronger because doing single leg exercises is going to give your legs more power and they're really good to do. We don't tend to do them. We tend to always just do regular squatting and regular lunges and stuff like that, but singling out your leg and then putting weight on it is going to really build that muscle up. It's gonna make a big difference, okay? So if you are good at it, don't be afraid to try to use a heavier weight or kettlebells work really well for this as well.